The next thing we learned was about eliminating toxins. We're going to need to cover a little bit of that today, but I'm not going to go in a lot of depth on it. Needless to say, I have taught classes that go into a tremendous amount of depth on it, and to me it's an utterly fascinating thing how well we as human beings have modified our environment to the point where it's killing us. And the tricky part of that, as we learned in that class, was understanding these concepts of bioaccumulation, synergy, and what have you. And so those old attitudes of all things in moderation just simply don't work anymore. The next thing we learned about was movement, right? A large part of being able to kind of burn up excess calories, get your lymphatics moving so that you can detoxify your body, fight infection, kill cancer cells. Do you all know that you were born as a natural killer, right? You naturally kill cancer. You know that, right? Every one of us in this room right now has cancer, right? We all know that? But the difference is those of us who aren't manifesting the disease, what's happened is we haven't lost our natural killing ability. We can still fight it and do a good job with it. And those who have, for many reasons, have lost their natural fighting ability. So movement plays a significant role in that as well. And then lastly, what we're going to cover today is nutrients. In order to do this, of course, the life part of One for Life is living life in full engagement. I like to call this living with intention. This is going to take a lot out of you to make changes in your eating habits. It's going to require families working together. We can't have dissonance in the household on this. Nobody will succeed in that. I've had families where one person does succeed and the other person doesn't join the journey. Within a short period of time, every one of those households has ended in divorce. Every single one. Okay? The other ones, what happens is the person who's doing a good job of it gives up and goes right back into the crab hole. Right? So to me, this really is something that needs to be addressed. And although we might have our partisan attitudes and we just discuss it at whatever party's in power, the reality is I have to give some kudos to Michelle Obama on this one. She really is trying to come up with ways to help people come to conclusions. And it needs to happen. And for those of you who are like ultra right-wingers, it is an issue of national security. Currently, our healthcare crisis is 90+% self-inflicted wounds, and it's eating up 20% of our gross domestic product. It's the number one cause of reduced income, of lost wages, lost productivity, and dare I say, lost intelligence and creativity. We must find a sensible way to deal with this, and we got to put the politics aside. I don't have the answers for it beyond how the body works, and that's what we're going to dive in today.